So HSR leaks about Casterist have just come out, and she has been a hot topic, but not for the right reasons. Her passive has a huge issue. She's able to make a character stay alive for at least an additional turn, and if it receives a heal or a shield, it will be able to continue playing as if it never went down. Now, the issue is not the passive's ability, but a certain wording in the passive itself. When obtaining Casterist, or when Casterist is in the team, which seems to imply that you don't need Casterist to be in the team for it to actually work. Now, while it's a huge issue that this account-wide buff is basically locked behind a paywall, if this is intentional, it means that Casterist is introducing basically permanent effects that work even when she's not in the team, and sets a dangerous precedent. If this kind of mechanic becomes the norm, players will be forced to pull for certain characters just to stay competitive, due to how future characters could get stronger buffs or stackable buffs. Point being, if we let this slide, it could lead to many future issues and power creep could get to levels we've never seen before in Hoyo vs games. This game is a surprise to me, who despite having followed leaks about casters for months now, had never heard that such a global buff was in there. And after seeing other CCs speaking about this issue without seemingly having any actual access to private servers to test it, I thought, is this real? Is this a mistranslation? Does it actually work? And I decided to try and find out for myself. Having only seen screenshots and only a short 6-second clip of Anaxa getting revived by Caster's passive without her being in the team, I went ahead and tried it on a private server. First, after getting Casterus set up, I checked to see if the passive was actually there. And yep, there it was. You can even see the talent symbol that is colored compared to the other ones. After reading it, I went into battle to test it out with her and a gearless Luocha on the team. Luocha went down and went into the lunar cocoon state, which is her passive. Great. So far, the passive does seem to work the way it is written. Now all that was left to see was if even without her being in the team, my characters would get revived. They didn't. My characters went down without getting the lunar cocoon effect when Casterus wasn't on the team, which led to me wondering if the effect actually worked with her just being on the account. I then searched around for something other than the Anaxa clip to support the claim that it actually worked, even with her outside of battle. And after asking around if anyone had footage of it working other than that one Anaxa clip and getting told that you don't get footage if it's written in the kit, I found someone who had it actually working, not only in the overworld but also in MOC. Now I won't be showing this as this is not my footage, but they did have it working on MOC without Casterus on the team. Now for those who might wonder if this is not intended or if it was going to be removed even if players didn't say anything, well, I had someone who pointed out something interesting to me. See this? No? Nothing unusual, right? Okay, what about this then? Now, what if I told you that this is 3.2 and this is 3.1? See this little icon here? Yeah, well, if you click on it, look what's in there. Oh, a new window that displays the unique effects that you currently have ongoing. Now, because of certain parameters, my side of testing didn't have the effect show up when Casterus wasn't on the team. Probably the same reason her passive doesn't trigger off-field for me either. But the fact that there's a new UI icon for this most likely means that they intended to have some sort of off-field effects running for future characters eventually. Her revive isn't really broken. It's definitely not as broken as people make it seem to be, but her being the first would mean there could be others. I think having an off-field effect as long as she is in at least one of the two teams in MOC or other endgame modes, kind of how some other gacha games have it set up, could be acceptable. But with the ongoing power creep, even that might be too much for the community, to be honest. An account-wide buff, on the other hand, is probably a no-go. This is a line that we most likely shouldn't cross. I'm not attacking nor defending the company. I'm just asking to limit the predatory practices. Hoyo vs games don't have the cheapest gacha systems. I've seen worse, but I've also seen way better. So please, don't take this the wrong way. Honestly, if this went live, I don't think I would even whine about it, but I do think a lot of people will not be happy with this, and an even smaller or angrier community is most likely not what the game needs. I don't think that's healthy for the game. I don't think that's healthy for the community. And that's why I'm speaking up now. If you're concerned about this, now's the time to make your voice heard. We've seen the community backlash change things before. If enough people push back, Hoyoverse might just adjust or remove this mechanic before Casters goes live. Thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Bye.